Howdy, howdy, everybody, and welcome back. So, I went and made a couple changes. I've limited how high my stats can or skills can grow. Um, Instead of the 10,000 it was, I dropped it down to 1,000. So, it drastically reduced the level of my gear, how good my gear is. The amount of enchant or how well the enchantments work on said gear. So it's a lot less overpowered.
Alrighty.
We are still kind of overpowered. As you can see, we're still 52,000 health, magicka, and stamina. So I mean, we're still quite strong. We're still quite difficult to kill us.
Got us all here.
Doesn't mean that we can't be killed.
Hold it right there.
We're actually,
What are you
when we get into
doing?
fights with
Making sure you're not vampires.
dragons, we do take
be
quite a
too
bit of
careful.
damage yet.
So
But,
welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a
So,
bit of
in
what
order
you're
for me
up
to
against.
do this, I
Powerful
actually had
vampires,
to roll
unlike
back
anything
to an
you've seen
older save.
before. And they have an
Unfortunately, I
elder
had to roll
scroll.
back to a much older
If
save than
anyone
I
is
was
going to
expecting.
stand in their way, it's going to
And
be
basically, I
This
had to
is all
roll
well
back
and
all the
good,
way to
but
the
do we
beginning.
actually know anything about
So,
what they're doing?
I've gotten
What do
back
we do
up
now?
in the Dawnguard
We'll get to that.
quest chain,
For now,
back
get
up to
acquainted
where I
with the
was.
space. So
I have
leave.
not
You'll find room
done
to start
the
your
quest
tinkering on that crossbow design
chain
you've been
for
working on. Gunmar,
joining
there's
the
an area large
Empire
enough for you to pen
and
up some
fighting,
trolls. Get them armored up and ready for
Stormcloaks.
use.
I'll
In the
probably
meantime,
do that off
We're going
camera.
to get to the bottom of why our vampires showed up here
Get
looking
those
for
knocked
you.
out to get caught back
Let's
up
go have a little chat
with
you.
where I was, but I went ahead and got caught up to here just so that I can record another video. So now equipment wise, same armor, weapons. All right, let me just pull them out. So I've got a pair of one-hand swords, which I had before. I've actually got the two-handed sword, same set, and the bow of the same set. So I'm using all, and all right, what happened to my left? Oh crud, it did it again. So both swords had the same enchantments on them. I just named them left and right, just make it easier. Sometimes
Alrighty,
it does
son.
that what it just
You've
did to
got us
me.
all here.
Sometimes it does that.
What do you want?
So I
Hold
just
it right there.
load last save and
What are you
takes care of it.
doing?
So
Making sure you're not
Um,
vampires. Can't be
but-
too careful.
uh,
So welcome
now
to
another
Fort
thing, it did take me a
Dawnguard.
bit
I'm
for
sure you've
tracking
heard a bit
down
of what
all
we're up
my
against.
enchantments again.
Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before.
Got
And
I
they
think
have
I've
an
got
elder
I
scroll.
found them all, but
If anyone is going to
I
stand in
actually
their
picked
way,
up a few that
it's
I
going
didn't
to
have
be
before.
us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know
basically,
anything about what they're doing?
Yeah,
do we
so
do now?
but we're back to where we
We'll get
was.
to that.
At
For
least in
now,
this
get
quest
acquainted
chain,
with the
so,
space. Soreen,
once he
you'll
gets
find
finished
room to start your
blabbering,
tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on.
we
Gunmar,
will keep moving.
There's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why our vampires showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Cozy little place, isn't this?
I knew knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again.
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I was down there, and why I had the Elder Scroll. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong. Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now? Why? Because... Do you actually believe any of that? It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before... The wizards know about all... Actually, now that I think of it, I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
Alright, so we got a couple different options. We could either just ask... actually, we're just going to go ahead and go up to the college. That's probably going to be...
Yeah.
services are one of the few things
A
that
moth
keep us
priest?
in touch.
What in Oblivion do you need a moth priest for? Fine, fine. The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial. Sometimes they go out. They stopped in to do some research in the library, then left for Dragon Bridge. If you hurry, you might catch them there.
Alright, let's grab our bow. And we are going to take out this dragon. Now, as far as the enchants I put on different weapons, my bow, I put an enchantment that does more damage to dragons. It's Dragon Brand enchantment. Now, I did limit the strength of said enchantments I put on my weapons. It does still do a good bit of damage, but it does limit it. At least we only had one dragon this time. We can have anywhere from 1 to 3 dragons show up at the same time.
That's something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands clean. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Alright. Now, as you probably noticed, I've got
might
a
get
lot
nervous.
of
A woman approaches with a weapon drawn.
map markers, and that is because I went ahead and
Got to thinking.
The sun is...
Ah,
That's not great for
so
me.
that was a moth priest
added
then.
all the
He rode through
map
town
markers
not
to be
long ago
found
with an
since I
escort
was
of
having a
soldiers.
restart.
They didn't
So-
stop. Just headed south across the Dragon Bridge.
South across the bridge. Alright. We'll run with the bow. Death Hound. There's another one.
was dead.
Someone there.
But you're exhausted with the struggle.
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Leave me be! Stop! I yield! That... It wasn't me you were fighting. I could see through my eyes, but I could not control... Thank the divines for... I'm quite... These vampires claim they... You do? All right then. Enough mysteries. You haven't... If my knowledge of history serves me, I will be happy to assist you with your elders. Very well. I'll hurry on my way there before more of those vampires turn up.
I am really surprised we didn't have a bunch of stuff spawn in while we was in here. All right.
I'm impressed you could find a moth priest so quick. For the reading? Yeah. Just let the old man know when you're ready.
What can I do for you? Ah, it's not And might I add... Oh, most certainly. Let's find out what secrets the scroll can tell. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me. An image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one. The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy. recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. I must rest now. The reading has made me weary.
Come on, old man. You should get some rest.
Do you have a moment to talk? That moth priest, Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Half the people in your little crew would just... That doesn't exactly make me wanna... I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something. That moth priest, Dexian. Half the people in your little crew would just... That doesn't exactly make... I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something. Ever since he decided to make that prophecy his calling, we kind of drifted apart. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. We need to find my mother, She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw... Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is... Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would have... Any ideas? Wait. That almost... There's a courtyard. All of the ingredients for our potions... Oh, absolute. That is... I don't think we'll... True. There's an unused inn... An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our... It's around the side of the castle. Let's move.
Got that shot off. If that shot actually did. It did. Alright, so is that dragon just tuck tail and run, or is he coming back? I guess he tucked tail and ran. Alright, well.
Around this bend. Doesn't look so big from down here. I mean, it is big, but yeah, even bigger. Who's there? Done and done. Where'd you come from?
Just double checking to make sure. Not in the process of turning into a vampire.
The old water system. On some days, it smell just... I'm glad you weren't here.
Glad I was standing off to the edge, or to the side. There.
Who's there? Take a left up here. This is one of those weird double-barred security measures that my father put in. Yes? What did you need? This leads out to the courtyard. Just head for the door. We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks... well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father once lived there. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. What is it? Dexians. Maybe we should try asking at the College of Winterhold. Sounds like something they'd know about. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something.
Alright, so I found 2 pieces already. Let's see where... I think there's...
Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I bet they'd run. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Who's there? I knew I heard something. I knew I heard something. I knew I heard something. Who's there? Done and done. I knew I heard something. Where'd you come from? That'll teach you. We're getting close. Shit. Where'd you come from? Done and done.
I guess he decided he was going to wait until after I had my back turned to him before coming to life. Oh well. Onward and upward we continue.
Who's there? I knew I saw something. Done and done.
There's one more skeleton than I thought.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? I don't think we've reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here. Leave it to my mother. You're smarter than I gave her credit for. Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this.
All right.
She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. I had no idea she had an alchemy setup in her drawing room. Looking at the equipment and materials, I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
So, pretty sure I have the... See if I can find it. Something to make it a little easier for me to see.
I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up. Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is... My mother spent a lot of time trying... That circle in the... If I'm reading this right, there's a handful of... Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of... Anyway, enough of that. Let's... Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them. Having trouble finding those ingredients? They shouldn't be that hard to find. Shelves, tables, they should be easy to find. She wouldn't have hidden them. Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Okay, here goes. Are you alright? That looked painful. Now that I think about it, it's hard to describe. There might be. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could... Not your first choice, I guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me a trick. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul... I'm sorry. Just know that... whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody. I'm wondering what my mother got up to here. She definitely wasn't trying to keep the place clean. Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn. I know this is I'd never do anything that could hurt you. Thank you. Let's not waste any more time. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Alrighty.
I've heard stories about the soul cairn, but never thought I'd see it myself. So far, let's try to handle this quickly. Where'd you come from?
Please! You can stop running now! The clouds, the sky. It's all wrong. Everything's wrong.
Mother? Mother!
Can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have... The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume... The second scroll declared, like myself. Tradition dictates we call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. Now you're beginning to see why if in his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? If you believe that you care nothing for Serana, whether or not you're here because we're abominations in your... Serana, this stranger aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's...
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself... The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
Alrighty. Well, lots of jibber jabbering, and a lot of traveling on foot, and I think I passed by where I can get the spectral horse. I ran past him, but
Please. End this misery.
but either which way, I think I'm going to end this episode here. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this episode here. I just want to say thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, and I will hope to catch you guys next time. Take care. Have yourselves a wonderful day.